Am I the a-hole for asking my girlfriend to cut off communication with her ex-boyfriend? I, 21F, have been with my girlfriend, 23F, for over a year. Before we started dating, she was in a relationship with her ex-boyfriend, 25M, for 4 years. And they broke up in April 2023. We began dating in July 2023, and lately, I've been feeling uncomfortable with how much her ex is still a part of her life. I recently told her I don't like how her ex keeps popping up randomly, especially since he said he only needed one final talk back in September 2023. I thought that would be the last contact since they even traded photos. Despite this, he still texts her practically monthly out of the blue about new life events, many of which they discussed during their relationship. In the fall of 2023, he dated another girl, which they discussed during their presumed final meetup, but he would talk down about her to my girlfriend and even made crude jokes about getting back together with her. My girlfriend insists they're friends and that he was a major support system for her during 4 transformative years of her life. Because of that, she insists she can't cut him off, not even temporarily, which troubles me because I don't believe there's ever been a proper cooling off period between them. It's not that I don't trust my girlfriend, but I have concerns about this guy. He appears to be disrespectful of our relationship, and I'm uncomfortable with how often he comes up in conversation. My girlfriend is adamant that he doesn't have any feelings for her anymore, but she doesn't explicitly remember him ever telling her that, and she refuses to ask him directly. I've asked her for a temporary cool-off period so I can feel more secure, but she refuses. I don't see what she gains from staying in contact, especially since we're planning to move across the country next year. When I asked if she sees herself hanging out with him in the next 5 years, she said she would, which I find concerning. She's shown me texts from when we first started dating that were pretty intense and low-key emotionally abusive on his part, and she's told me stories about their relationship that don't paint him in the best light, like how he wouldn't wash his sheets for her when she asked, or how his brother would talk poorly about her. Now that tone seems to have changed, and she is saying the breakup was amicable, which I guess is a technicality. I mean, the guy cheated on her by going on Tinder and talking to other girls. I don't doubt my girlfriend's feelings for me, but this whole situation is troubling. She also brings him up regularly, telling me she needs to remember to text him back or update me on his life, like how his dog was sick or that he started grad school. I know these things seem small, but it makes me uncomfortable every time. At the start of our relationship, I agreed for them to meet for closure when his dog got sick, but I assumed that would be the last time they talked. Since then, he's texted her every month, sometimes about random things, sometimes about life updates, and sometimes about their past relationship. I told her I was uncomfortable with it, and she reassured me that they would keep things direct. But by winter 2023, I expressed that I felt uncomfortable with them talking and asked her to stop talking to him because the frequency of their communication increased. They've already had closure talks 3 times in person, including 2 before we started dating. Somewhere along the way, the boundary slipped, and now they text monthly again. When I bring up how uncomfortable this makes me, she insists they were friends throughout their relationship and that she can't see herself cutting him off, even temporarily. It's frustrating because I've only asked her to stop talking to one person, and I think this situation is unique. Now she says her boundary is that she doesn't want a partner who controls who she can and can't talk to. I'm unsure if I'm crossing a line by asking her to stop talking to her ex, even if it's just for a temporary break. There are also other things about him that trouble me. He's made crude jokes when they've met up, and my girlfriend has mentioned that she had to ask him to delete her nudes, which she doesn't even believe he did. He's talked to her multiple times about what went wrong in their relationship. When she told him we were together, he screamed at her during the call, ended it abruptly, and ignored her afterward for weeks until they started talking again. They text monthly, but that's largely because my girlfriend isn't on her phone often and doesn't text many people outside of me and her family. I'm really struggling to figure out if my feelings are unreasonable or if these are legitimate concerns. I know this is a tale as old as time where advice may vary. Personally, I am not in contact with any of my exes and do not keep friendships with them. I simply find it disrespectful. So, am I the a-hole for asking my girlfriend to cut off communication with her ex-boyfriend?